is a song called Too Late Now. I think it's by, there's a songwriting team, Lerner and Loewe, I think it is. An 8-bar verse, another 8-bar verse, pretty much the same thing. Then a bridge, which is 8 bars, and then back to the first section again for the final 8 bars, 32-bar form. It got used to death during the 20s, 30s, 40s, and even the 50s. And even now, it still gets used occasionally. But it was completely used up and worn out. And, if you write a song in this form, I don't care how good it is, it's just never going to go anywhere. Once we hit the 1960s and Burt Bacharach and Jimmy Webb came along, they really came up with all kinds of great new ideas, chord progressions, different lengths. Now, some people are going to love this song, Too Late Now. It was sung by Peggy Lee, going up to that D minor ninth, and then G minor ninth, and a suspended C. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Other people may really love this song because of the words. I couldn't find a chart anywhere, and I got millions of charts, so I wrote one. And this is just an approximation of how I think the composer wrote the melody, because Peggy Lee, she sings it, in her own style with her own phrasing. So anyway, here we go. And the chart's down there in the description. So if you go down there to print it out, don't go by that little thumbs up sign without hitting it, all right? So smash that like button. Hit the subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Okay, here we go. The A minor is kind of superfluous. I mean, it's the same chord basically as F, but it's there in the recording. All right, my favorite chord, C11. That's just a fancy, that's a simple way of saying C suspended. All right, we got our 7th, we got a 9th. There's our suspended 4th. We resolve it if we want to. And then this time, the G minor, you could call it G minor 11th. I just wrote G minor, but I should put a 7 on it. Easy to put a flat 9th in there when your melody note is the 5th. Here, I put D minor, but maybe G sus, which is almost the same thing. It's like a D minor over a G. And then resolve it here. All right, so G, 9, that's a 13. And here, it's just a, like 1, 6, 2, 5. But in the recording, it's completely over a C. Let me talk about Peggy Lee's recording for a second. It's got this horrible intro with all these flutes and things. Too late. Doing all kinds of chromatic stuff. And then towards the end, I think it's on the bridge or one of the verses, they go into this fast Latin thing. There was something on 60 Minutes the other night about a famous producer. I can't remember his name, and I didn't even watch the segment. But he says the people don't know what they want. You've got to, come up with something and that you like. You don't write for what you think the current audience is looking for. They don't really know what they want. And so I think the mistake this arranger made is he's trying to capitalize on that, Latin bossa nova thing that was so popular back in the 60s. So he goes into this Latin thing that just does not fit the song at all. Obviously, just my opinion, but you listen to it, you'll see what I mean. But anyway, let's get to the bridge. Let's do that first ending. So we've got the C. I did it like this. That's like a D altered chord. And then G minor. I don't know why I wrote C 11th. Maybe that's what it was on the recording. Just a nice C chord would be good. And the second ending is, they still keep the C on the bottom, but it's an F. All right, here we go to the bridge. All right, now right there, we see this as the 5th. You want to call it a sharp 5, but really, it's a flat 13. All right, so put the flat 9 in, put a sharp 9 in, flat 13 in, put sharp 11th. All right, that's too many tensions in there, but it's an altered dominant. Maybe it's an A augmented 7th. It kind of does suggest that whole tone scale. That's when you know it's an augmented chord. Because, sorry. All right, and this is why this song did not become a hit. People just can't get their head around a melody like this. Then we do the D minor half diminished. That's a minor 7 flat 5, of course. Again, the altered chord. And just a very clumsy way, I think, of getting back to the verse there, to do that 3 6 2 5 coming out of this. Why not just go C and then like that? But anyway, I think I can get away with playing it without hitting the copyright police on this. So let me just do it one time for you. And I'll do all 32 bars. Thanks, everyone.